your first act, you decided to tell a confusing story about mental health. What was the purpose of treating such a delicate topic in such a reductive manner? You couldn't follow such a simple instruction. The theme of the season is 10 over 10. But here you are, delivering such an unremarkable performance. No presentation that imagination and substance. You have lost your wager.
These are new women, and you act normal. But now you're telling me, oh, you're telling me that you're a very stupid and a mad person. You're telling me that you're straight from you're mad. Do I know you before?
Sorry,
She's very stupid. She's a very stupid person, and I will say it again. You're telling me that you take strike. You're mad. Very mad. We're literally putting the thing, and if you drive it, like at all. It's always me. She's always like, very sadly. I'm mad for.
Who would have thought that after all this energy that these people are giving us, after they do the most, after all the advice, after plenty ideas flying from here and there, after everybody trying to put out their ideas, trying to shine the most, and Otega trying to be the one in control and doing the most. I mean, they were asked to do the most, right? Who would have thought that after all this, these guys will lose their first wager presentation for the season? Who? Because a lot actually happened. A lot went in from all the chaos in the house. They were fighting, like in a day they would fight 2 to 3 times. And I'm wondering, like, why? Yes, we love the chaos, right? We love that, but why is the energy not translating into the creativity? Because I know almost all the housemates are creatives, right? They have things that they've done. Some of them are musicians, some of them are hype men, and they all have the mind of their own, right? They have their own mind, and coming together, like the whole energy in the house, they could not get their first wager right. Anyway, before we get into the video, you're welcome. My name is Cynthia Ifoma, and this is Oma's Dynasty. Please stick around and join the community by hitting the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time we put out videos like this. All right? So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Yes, so today we're talking about the first wager of the season, right? So these guys have been in the house for a week now, right? And throughout this week, it's been one fight, one drama to the other. It's been crazy. It's been like a lot of chaos in the house. The whole issues from weddings to chicken to food, noodles, not cleaning the house. Like there's a lot of things. Like we could not even keep up, right? We couldn't keep up with the whole thing, the chaos in the house. Because we have 29 housemates this season, right? And there's a lot of energy, and they were advised to do the most, right? And don't try to sleep up because you're plenty. If you dull any moment, people will not see you, and not seeing you means nobody's voting for you. And by the way, we have a fake nomination coming up tomorrow, being Sunday, and the housemates does not know that nobody's getting evicted, right? That's eviction shows, rather, the eviction show. So all of them are up for nomination because they nominated everybody apart from the head of house, right? So it is fake eviction because no one is going home this Sunday, right? Because they're giving us 10 over 10 energy. It's been 10 over 10, and we've been complimenting them till the wager. It was the wager yesterday. In fact, I was streaming, right? I was live streaming the wager. So people in the live made it even more fun for me because left for what they were doing, it was so boring. There was no imagination, according to Biggie, and they did not even understand the instruction, right? They didn't understand the instruction, and it was just bleh. Like watching it, you would know that these people are not like it was just there, like it was like a primary school thing. Like someone would come out and sing, do the da 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 da. Like what? They were not even dressed for the occasion. It was just. It was giving 0 over 10. Yes. We should maybe give them 0.5 for the effort, right? Or maybe 1 over 10 for the effort. But it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. People on my live show were saying lots of things. I was laughing so hard yesterday. It was fun, by the way. I was laughing so hard, but they did not deliver at all. So Biggie had called at a point when they were doing their wager. Biggie got tired. Biggie was unimpressed at all and asked them to go and sit down. That was the point I knew that okay, it's official. They've lost. And they did like a thing where they had written something about each housemate. So when someone comes up and read it, right, if it describes you, I mean, the whole housemate will have to guess who that person is. And if it describes you correctly, you stand up. If you're the one, you stand up. Then go to the stage and unmask yourself, because the theme of the wager, right, was unmasking. So that was what Biggie had instructed them to do, like, and they did that one. But there were two or three write-ups that we did not know who did that, because the housemates have been losing some things, like they miss their things, like Thelma Lawson. She was looking for her dress and she found the dress on the toilet seat, and some of the housemates found like a whipped cream just smeared on their shoes. I've talked about it in my previous videos, right? Just check it out if you've not seen those ones. All right, so they've done some things like that, and they've been suspecting somebody, saying, is this person, I think it's this person, right? They've been suspecting themselves, a particular person actually, too. And Biggie had written something like that. We don't know, we're not sure if it's Biggie, but we're guessing that this person might just be Biggie, right? So it read something like, I'm amongst you, right? And I've been messing with your things, I've been pranking you, but you can never catch me, like, catch me if you can, or something like that. So they started guessing who the person is. They took that particular one seriously, right? They started guessing, and they started calling Imisi that it's Imisi. And at that point, Imisi had already unmasked herself, right? So how is it Imisi? And they were just calling Imisi and all that. So how is it Imisi? So she's like, how? Me? Like, so that was what happened. And after everything, so Biggie addressed the house. Biggie had told them that they did not even give any suspense sound or anything. Biggie told them that they have lost their wager. They failed. Like, it showed that their story or whatever thing they did had no imagination and what again? I think essence or what? I don't know. Biggie said something like that it lacked imagination, and they did not understand the instruction. They did not even get it, because everybody was saying, nobody was listening to the head of house. Nobody everybody just wanted to shine. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Like, and then there was Otega who was mounting everything. I wanted to take charge. I wanted to take control, like, and make sure everything went well. And then, it happened the way it did. And then Biggie had asked them if they know what's the meaning of a ball. What's the meaning of? So at that point, Gigi Jasmine stood up and answered that, and she was feeling very proud. So, baby girl, if you know what a ball means, why are you dressed the way you do? There were a few people that were actually dressed well. I think Doris and I also saw Dede. Dede was also dressed well. She was wearing a gown and stuff, right? There were a few people that were dressed well, right? But the rest of the house, they were just casual. They were not dressing for the occasion, and it was just very tacky and all that. They were dressing like they're just doing something like a party, just lounging or something. So it wasn't really looking nice, and Biggie had pointed all that out. Oh, and so Biggie told them that they lost their wager, and that was it. And Biggie also reprimanded them about how they don't take his instructions seriously, about how their microphone infringement issues. Like, he will always remind them, like, he cannot even count how many times he's given them microphone infringement just in the space of 1 week, right? And then when he calls them, they drag their feet and all that, and told them that should stop now, right? And then he just talked about general things that's happened in the house, and just gave them instructions, and to take all the instructions seriously. Basically, that was what Biggie told them. And then after the whole wager thing, they started blaming each other. They started blaming Sabrina was blaming the head of house, that he doesn't listen to understand, right? Yeah, he's a good guy and but he doesn't listen to understand, and then Otega too was also blaming other people and saying, oh, they didn't let him they watered down his ideas, they didn't let the ideas shine. Seriously, Otega, oh my god, they were not even letting other people's ideas shine. It was, everybody had a say. Like, it was general. And during when Biggie was addressing them, he had asked them what would they do differently. I think he asked one or two people this question, what would you do differently if you were the head of house? and they couldn't say anything. They couldn't say they would do everything the same. Like, you see? So if you were the one in charge, what would you have done? It was crazy just watching them do those things. Anyway, that was what happened. Everybody started blaming each other, and Sabrina kept going on and on about, hey, they didn't understand the instruction, that the head of house does not listen to understand whatever. She was saying a lot of things, and then talking about people. Like, basically, she was just praising herself and saying that if it was people that's exposed, that they would have done something better, that would have done that. She was suggesting something, and then he did not take her suggestion. Anyway, that also happened, right? That's Sabrina and her ITK side. Those things happened, and then the housemate had apologized to Emisi about the other noodles fight that night, that she wanted to bake her noodle, and said that it was a prank. They had apologized. Both Rude Boy and the rest of them, they apologized to her, right? So, and she started crying like, so you people just wanted to get like a reaction out of me. So he did not think about how I'm going to feel and all all that happened. But I just want her to know that this is a game. Like, you came to this house for a game, and normally people are always going to trigger you in one way or the other, and somehow you're going to fight with the housemate. So just get ready. When you are going into the house, right, you knew that this kind of things would happen. So just get ready and chase them whenever they come. Like, give it energy for energy, like you've been doing. All right, so guys, let me know, who's your fave so far? Who's your fave in the house? Let me hear on the comment section, and what do you think about them so far? And let's talk about Dede. All right, so there's a fight between Dede and Victory just this morning, and though we didn't see everything that happened right during the fight, right, but they had talked about it when they were explaining what happened, because I saw Dede shouting and calling Victory, you're stupid, and why would you drag it from me? Why would you drag that bedsheet that way? It was about a bedsheet, by the way. All right, so what happened was, Victory Sabrina was looking for her bedsheet, right? And when she was doing that, Victory wanted to help her, and while trying to help, he came to Dede's space, basically, and tried to take Dede's best spread. But Dede did not really understand what was going. Maybe Dede was more like just oblivious, and she's like, why are you taking my best spread? Why are you taking it? And both of them started arguing and dragging the bed sheet just like that. And then, according to her, he dragged it, like he was very aggressive when he did that. And the housemates were saying, hope he's not going to get a strike for that, because he was very aggressive. It means that he doesn't really know how to treat a woman, right? So the way he had handled the whole thing wasn't really nice, because from Dede's point of view, she does not even know what's going on. She's in her own space, and you are trying to help someone. You invaded her own space, and she's trying to protect her own thing, right? So she does not know what's going on with you. So basically, that's what anybody would do in that situation, right? So, and that was the first time we heard Dede. Dede was shouting, and and then people were like, this one that Dede is shouting today, what's going on, and that So they told Victory to apologize to Dede and like just tell her that it's like, sorry, didn't mean for it to happen that way. You were just trying to help somebody, and that happened. That was what because Kola came in when the whole argument escalated, right? He came in to mediate between Victory and Dede. He tried to mediate between them and settle the fight. But Dede was already very pissed. Why would he do something like that? If it was your fellow guy, is that how you're going to address that issue? Why would you drag it from me like that? So that happened too. So guys, let me know what you think about all this. That's the latest gist in the house. So we're still here, we're still watching, right? I'm going to bring to you more gist when they happen. All right, so stick around, guys. Like and drop your comments on the comment section. I really want to hear your thoughts, what you think about this whole season, both the wager task, but the fight between Victory and Dede. Let me just hear your thoughts on the comment section. Okay, I'll see you soon, guys. Bye bye.